Here we have a subtraction computation strategy called the jump strategy. So that means we're going to be jumping along the number line, and this one involves some regrouping over tens and hundreds, etc. Okay, or ones this time actually. So let's get started. My pen. Okay, so I can see that this is 584 take away 237 equals, I don't know. Okay, to do our planning, we're going to have a look and see whether this is a part-part whole model or a MAD-T. I know that the part-part whole model is used for addition and subtraction, so it's going to be one of those. So it looks a bit like a brick wall. In the subtractions, we know that the total or the whole is going to be the one that we take something away from. Okay, it doesn't always have to be on that side of the equal sign, so it could even be something like 6 equals 10 take 4. So sometimes the whole is still on the top, but it's not always going to be at the front of the equation. Just something to remember. Okay, but we know that what is being taken away from is always going to be the whole. So 584 is the total. Then one of the parts is going to be 237. And this little model helps me realize that my answer, or the amount that's going to be what's left over when my takeaway, is going to be less than 584. Okay, and then we do our estimation so that we have a reasonable idea of around about what we're going to end up with. So I've decided I'm going to do estimation to, let's just go to the nearest hundred. So 584 is close to 600. And I'm going to take away from 237, I'll turn that into 200. So 600 take 200 is 400. So it's going to be around about 400 is the answer. Okay, let's then work out if our answer is going to be odd or even. 584 is even, and we're taking away a number that ends with 7, which means it's an odd number. So then even take away odd is always going to be odd. Okay, now looking at our number line, when we do addition, we know that number lines often start at, for example, 0, possibly, and it gets bigger as it goes this way along the number line. Okay, so that's always the case. So on our number lines, so that means if we're taking away, we're going to be going backwards on our number line. So our answer is going to be over here, and our starting number will be over here. Okay, so we're starting at 584, and we're going to be jumping on the number line, and we're going to end up over there. Before we start jumping though, we need to break our 584 into place value parts to help us, sorry, not our 584, sorry, our 237 into place value parts, because that's the number we're taking away from 584. We can't just do one big jump and say 237, take away 237, and then I know what my answer is. We need to break it into friendly numbers. Okay, so I'm going to say 237 because I know my standard partitioning is 200 plus 30 plus 7. So I'm going to be taking away 200, and I'm going to take away 30, and I'm going to take away 7. All right, so I like to use colours here to help me with this. So I've got 584, and I'm going to do my first jump, which is going to be a really big jump, which is taking away the 200. Alrighty, so the reason I underlined the 5 there is the only place that's going to change in value is the hundreds place. Okay, because 500 take 200 is fairly simple. So the 84, the 8 tens and the 4 ones will stay the same. 500s take away 200s is 300s. So I've got 384. And I like to do my little think bubble here to go, okay, I've taken away 200. What next do I need to take away? I'm going to take away 30. So I'm taking away a number from the tens place. All right, if I take away from the tens, that means the 8's going to change. I don't think there's going to be any regrouping going here. So I've got to take away 30. So 8 tens, take away 3 tens is 5 tens. So the hundreds place stays the same, the ones place stays the same, and the only place that changes is the tens place. So we're up to 354 now. Good. All right, so it's all working out pretty simply at the moment. Now I'm going to take away 7 to finish off taking away the whole 237. This is where it gets a little bit tricky for this actual one, because we've got 4 ones here and we need to take away 7 ones. Okay, what are we going to do? A lot of people will make the mistake of saying 7 take away 4 equals 3 and put a 3 in the ones place there. But we are more clever than that, aren't we? Okay, so we are actually taking away 7 in the ones place. I'm going to go back to 350 because that's easy for me. I'm going to go take away to get to 350. What do I need to take away is 4. Have I taken away the whole 7 yet? No, I have not. How many more do I need to take away? I need to take away 3 ones. So I've got 350, taking away 3 ones, so that's going to be 347. And that's where I'm going to end up there. Okay, I'm pretty sure my answer is right. I'm just going to check now though over here on my planning. Okay, so over here I knew my number was going to be less than 584 and 347 is less than that. That makes sense to me. Okay, my number is, it said it was going to be around about 400. Okay, but I rounded up for 600 I went up 84, and 200 I went down 37. Okay, so yes, it makes sense that my answer is less than 400. Okay, I have an answer that is even, take even is odd, and yes, 347 is odd. I'm pretty happy with that, and I think I'm ready to move on to the next question.